Hi guys, what's up? So I'm back again with another video. So now we're back with another edition of Thursday Mass Effect Talk with your host, Fian ME2, which is me, obviously. Now, last week we did part 1 of Tali, a Mass Effect story, which was like basically like a cover, like a little kind of like spin-off, like where the first one's like an origin like story of like Tali and basically covering like a lot of things like just before Shepard officially meets her in Mass Effect 1. Now in this week's edition in part 2 and that I want to like cover what could potentially happen like in Mass Effect 2. Now obviously on Mass Effect like 2 you first like bump into like Tali on Freedom's Progress when obviously like the later psychology and like be like hit obviously by obviously collectors, but obviously you're not 100% sure about that at first. You just sent to investigate, but you do come across a group of Quarians who were looking for a Quarian called Vitor, and obviously like the one that's leading like this group, and that is obviously Tali that you bump into, and obviously like when Tali says Shepard, it's like she's like seeing a ghost, and obviously like Shepard, being obviously was being dead and that like for 2 years. So that's when you first see Tali. Then obviously you go your separate ways for a little bit until you can actually recruit Tali, like on was it Hellstrom? Was it Hellstrom? Was that the planet? I can't actually remember off the top of my head of that, so if I have like completely forgotten, I do apologise. Now anyone can correct us in the comments down below. I think it's Hellstrom. I think it might be Hellstrom, but I might be completely wrong. But basically, like when you recruit like Tali, which is on that planet, and that like where she's like trying to investigate why the sun like is dying because it's like it's aging like rapidly, and obviously it's like that planet and that where like direct sunlight obviously burns through your shields and obviously like can like kill and like destroy anything like that's obviously organic. So yeah. But I just want to like kind of like touch on how a potential Tali spin-off show or even second part of a film, like for example, could actually work, or like a season 2 of a show could actually work like with Mass Effect 2. Now what would happen is it could potentially start when all the crew get in the escape pods. Obviously, when the Normandy gets attacked by the collector ship at the start of Mass Effect 2, it could go like start like season 2 straight from like where Tali like gets like is like in her escape pod and showing you like where obviously like she crashed like where like our pod like crash lands, and then it could obviously like take it from there and that, and obviously like maybe like showing you like, and also like not just like from Tali's point of view, but also like showing how the squad and the team kind of drifted apart because there was nothing holding them together, and that like because that's what I think that's what Joker like said before, like Shepard and that, where like we kind of like all like drifted apart and there wasn't really much keeping us together, and that like obviously when they thought Shepard was dead. So I think it could explore that where they all like meet up like the original like squad like after like escaping like the collector ship like destroying the Normandy, and then the whole not knowing like what happened, like was Shepard still alive or not, and then they all like go like the separate ways. But obviously this focuses on Tali. You could actually get like a little spin off that focuses more on the other characters in this, which I could like just maybe like touch on like in a future like video at some point. But for the time being, we'll just focus on this. So obviously, but when the team like obviously like drifts away, obviously Tali like goes back to our people, as obviously you know, and obviously she takes like some of our, was it like that gift data that you found on Mass Effect 1, and that like she takes that back to the migrant fleet, which was obviously part of our pilgrimage, so obviously something like to offer and that from our like travels and our adventures, and she can tell stories to fellow Quarians, like friends, family, and maybe even like young Quarians and that of like adventures and what she has like done, and like be an inspiration and that to the rest of the Quarian like people as well. And then basically you can just keep this going, and that like up until just before like Shepard, or like just before Shepard, Jacob, and Miranda like bump into like Tali and like the other like Praza, was it Praza, like, and the other like Quarians that are looking for Vitor. So like basically it will like end like yeah, just before like they go into the room and that, but also the final part of Tali's story in a season 2 or second film, for example, with her own like story, will be when they where Tali, Praza, and those other Quarians, where they go to like Freedom's Progress, and obviously like because obviously they're looking for Vitor, who's obviously on pilgrimage and that, and they just want to like find him, make sure he's okay, and take him back and that. So you can see like Tali getting our orders to like find like Vitor like as well and that. So I think a second part would be very interesting. It's like I said, like showing you like the whole the squad like obviously like moving away and like going in their own directions after like not knowing what happened to Shepard, or even when they eventually found out what happened to Shepard. And yeah, like just going their own like separate ways, taking their own paths, and obviously Tali going back home and like sharing stories and obviously showing data. And then you can have like a few little things in between, but then like eventually going to Freedom's Progress and then stopping just before like Shepard like sees like Tali. So you could actually get from Tali's point of view and that, where she says, Praza, I thought you'd let me handle this, but not show you like Shepard. So obviously it would just focus on Tali, and maybe like it would like end where after Tali's like gone through like the crowd of like other Quarians to get to Praza and that, before she like notices like Shepard, like that this could be like you're hearing some of the dialogue but you're not like fully seeing it. If that all makes sense to that, like if I have confused anyone, I do apologise. So yeah guys, let us know your thoughts and opinions and everything in the comments down below. Like, do you agree with what my idea and theory is for part 2? And that, is anything you would do like differently or anything? Like, I'm very interested to hear what your thoughts and opinions will be in the comments down below. So yeah, I hope you have enjoyed like Tali, A Mass Effect Story Part 2. Part 3 will be coming next Thursday, so stay tuned for that. Well, basically in a week's time. So yeah, sorry this video's come a bit later than normal, just been very like busy today. So yeah, but obviously I still had to do it. I'm still committed to doing these like daily videos, and obviously keep the Thursday like editions, like Thursday Mass Effect Talk editions. I still want to keep them going as well. So yeah, I'm staying true and committed and that to being like just like basically like doing daily uploads and that. So I'm just trying to keep my schedule going. So yeah. So anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed like today's video. If you have, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe if you're new. I would really appreciate it. And until next time, stay safe, look after yourselves, enjoy the rest of your day, night, wherever you are, and I will catch you guys in the next one. I mean, obviously there'll be a video coming out tomorrow and the day after, and basically the day after, and then we'll keep going until you'll see us like again for next Thursday in a week's time. So it's just business as you were. So yeah, so catch you later guys, take care, peace.